Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about the sutures. What is a suture? A suture is a medical device or a thread which is used to hold the tissues together after an injury or a surgery. Now we can divide suture into two types, monofilament sutures and the braided sutures. Monofilament sutures are made up of the single filament and braided sutures are made up of the multiple filaments which are tied together to form a braid. Now, monofilament sutures are more elastic as compared to the braided sutures. Let's see the types of sutures. We can divide the sutures into three types. First is rapidly absorbable sutures, slowly absorbable sutures, and non-absorbable sutures. First, let's see the rapidly absorbable sutures. First, we have the catgut suture and the chromic catgut suture. Catgut suture is mainly yellowish in color and it has wet consistency. It takes approximately 7 to 10 days for its absorption, and chromic catgut is brown in color which is dry in consistency. That's what makes it smooth and that's why it is less tissue reactive. The main difference between the catgut and the chromic catgut is that in it is a plain catgut, we coat it with the chromium to increase its days of absorption in the body and reduce its tissue reactivity, and that's why it takes 90 days for its absorption. They both are monofilament sutures and are prepared from the cow's or the sheep gut. See, this one is yellowish and it is plain catgut, and this brown is the chromic catgut. The plain catgut is used to ligate the superficial vessels, subcutaneous tissue, oral mucosa, ophthalmology cases, and the chromic catgut is used for the for ligating the fascia or the peritoneum, muscles, mucosal layers, and etc. Now, next we have the polygalactin 10. It is a braided suture and we also call it as a vicryl. It is mainly used for the GI anastomosis and it is violet in color. V for violet and V for vicryl. It is approximately 60 to 90 days for its absorption. Next we have the Vicryl Plus, and it is a variant of Vicryl which is antibiotic coded, and that's why it is used for colorectal surgeries, because in the colon and the rectum area we have the normal bacterial flora which we have to suppress to increase the tissue healing, and that's why we use the antibiotic coated sutures, and it is also violet in color, and it also takes 60 to 90 days for its absorption. This is a vicryl, violet in color. Next we have the Vicryl Rapid. It is used for the surface surgeries, example mainly circumcision, and it is colorless, and it takes 7 to 10 days for its absorption. That's why we call it as Vicryl Rapid. Now we have the slowly absorbing sutures. First we have the Polydiaxon, also called as PDS, and it is a suture of choice for the abdominal closure, and it is also preferred for the GI anastomosis. It is Prussian blue in color and it is monofilament suture. It takes 180 days for its absorption. See, Prussian blue in color. Next we have the polyglycapron, and it is also known as monocryl. It is preferred for the subcutaneous suturing because it provides the best cosmesis for the patient and leaves a less scar, and that's why it is used for breast, thyroid, LSCS surgeries, and it is undyed or violet in color. It is also monofilament suture and it takes approximately 90 to 120 days for its absorption. Next we have the non-absorbable sutures. First we have the surgical steel, or we also call it as the stainless steel suture. It is the most inert suture, that's why it produces least tissue reaction, and its strength is the most. It is most strengthy suture. It is mainly used for the sternotomy or thoracotomy suture. It is monofilament and silver in color. Next we have the polypropylene, and we also call it as proline. It is blue in color and it is monofilament. This is the proline. Next, it is used for the vascular surgeries, mesh fixation in the hernia surgeries, and it also may be used for the abdominal closure. Next we have the polyamide. It is also known as ethylone, and it is used for the skin closure or burst abdominal repair. It is monofilament and black in color. And one thing we have to see that for all the vascular anastomosis we use the non-absorbable sutures, and that too monofilament type. Next we have the polyethylene sutures, also known as the ethibond. It is braided, gray in color, and it is used for the tendon repair. Next we have the nylon, or we call it Neurolon, and it is suture of choice for the tendon repair. It is white or black in color and braided. Next we have the silk suture. It is used for the vessel ligation or the drain fixation, and it is braided and black in color. These are the various types of suture we have seen. Now let's see what is the gauge of the suture. Gauge means the thickness of the suture. We start from 0, 1. The thickness increases as we go from 0 to above, and if below 0 we have double zero, triple zero, 40, 50. We don't write so many zeros, so we write 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And the more, like if we go on 11 0, 10 0, the thinner is the suture. We can see the thickness of the sutures. Now what are the indication of different size gauze of the suture? 11 0 and the 10 0 are the most thinnest suture, and that's why they are used for the ophthalmology surgeries or the microsurgical repairs. 9 0 and 8 0 are also used for the ophthalmology and microsurgical repairs. 7 0 and 6 0 is used for the small vessel repair or for grafting purposes, for fine suturing on the hand, nail bed, and the face. 50 and 40 are used for the large vessel repair, skin closure of the hand, limbs, face, also used for the tendon repair. 30 and 20 can be used for the closure of the thick skin, fascia, muscle, tendon repair. 10 and 1, closure of the fascia and for the drain stitches. Now we have the 2 and above. We are mainly used in the orthopedic surgeries or for the large tendon repairs, thick facial closures, drain sutures, etc. That's all about the sutures. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was useful for you.